Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, and just like yesterday, it's going to be early morning shave. So forgive me if I wander a little bit. But let me first give a quick plug. So anybody at the beginning who wants this message gets it real fast. Uh, Tonight at our church, Joel Rosenberg, the author, will be delivering the message, and he talks a lot about Israel, the end times, things like that. Basically, what's going on in the world now. He actually became an Israeli citizen, moved his family there last August. So I'll try to remember to post the web link below. If not, it's Calvary Tucson on Speedway Boulevard. The live stream will start at about 6 o'clock at night Pacific time. So I highly suggest watching him. Last night I got to watch him. Let me go into watch him do a different message, but really awesome. Let me get into my shave real quick. I got a sample of Soap Commander Purpose. I've got my Nathan Clark Air Force brush. I'm using Passion. Once again, it's going to be a busy day outside. We're tearing things down today, so I wanted just something that really healed my face. And then I'm using the Phoenix Double Open Comb again with the Rapira Platinum Luxe again. Let me go ahead and start loading. Yesterday we got to hear Daniel Fusco was the two people I got to sit and listen to the whole sermons or messages, teachings. Daniel Fusco out of California, amazing guy. He's all dreadlocked up and all that stuff, but just really on point. He said one thing I take away from his was about right now the darkness is darker than before. But just remember one thing that allows the light to shine through, or shine brighter, excuse me. And that, it's kind of looking at everybody like, oh man, these times are horrible, yada yada. It's our time to shine. Everything else is getting darker and darker around. We should be bigger lights, or brighter lights. But Joe Rosenberg spoke about everybody else has been given passages on the life of Abraham. He was given the ability to talk about whatever he wants because of his what he does, where he lives. Like I said, in last summer, he became a dual citizen and moved his family, him and his wife and 4 boys, all moved out there. So, I lived in Israel. And if you don't remember, in August, that was back when it was like 4,900 or so rockets were flying through the sky. So, he moved out during the worst time you could possibly move out there, but he felt called. But he spoke on Ezekiel 33. All right. Should be good to go. Kind of got a little semi-bowl lather going there too as well. Let me wash up or wet my face. Yeah, he talked about Ezekiel 33 and about Ezekiel and us being called to be watchmen. And I'd read the verse, but honestly, I don't think I could focus well enough right now. But, basically talks about, in these cities and towns, people are appointed watchmen to watch over, and when they see a threat coming, they ring the alarm, and then those in the town are then called to respond to the alarm. And if you hear the alarm and if the people hear the alarm, respond, and you gave them warning, then all is good. But if they don't heed the warning, then it falls on them. But if you see the danger and don't ring the bell, sound the alarm, and bad things happen, it falls on you. And it just the message is we're all watchmen right now. Us Christians, we know what's coming at the end. We're schooled in that. It's our job to help these people, to help non-believers and believers as well, understand what's coming, understand the way to salvation. Because if we don't do it, it's on us. I just thought that was a really cool message. Real quick and to the point there, I think. Obviously, his message was much, much longer. But, and he also did have some good funny points, too. Talked about how his youngest son, who's 10, I think, is named Noah. And he said when he was trying to figure out what to name his son, he looked back and let me fill up my bowl real quick. Figured being the person he was, how he wanted to, he wants God to come back. So it says we have to live in the times of Noah. So he figured, hey, look, we're living in the times of Noah now. I thought that was kind of funny. The way he delivered it obviously much better. But on a personal note, it was really cool. Yesterday I got to do a lot more. I was doing my usual stuff, helping out, cleaning bathrooms, whatever. But I ended up getting a lot more work helping with the security detail during special moments, like when Joel Rosenberg arrived, because of one, where he lives, his stance on, as he called, a lot of it is apocalyptic Islam. He said there's a subsect of radical Islam. That he calls apocalyptic Islam. He needs extra security. Because it was announced he'd be there, months ago. So I got to be part of his personal security detail, which is really cool. Yeah, he did a book signing, so that was kind of high visibility stuff. And then when he, after that, I went back to the green room and just hung out with some of the other pastors. So I got to hang out back there and be a fly on the wall. But got introduced, got to say hi. So that was pretty cool, but it was interesting to see him in the background. It's like, see these guys that are considered great minds, and in his case a great author. As he said, he goes, I just make up things for a living. He jokingly said, he goes, I got none of the Jewish traits. He goes, I didn't become a doctor or any of the, the typical, stereotypical Jewish traits, and because he's a Messianic Jew, and he was just saying, oh yeah, he didn't get any of those traits. He goes, I had to figure out something to do, so I just started making things up for a living, being a fictional writer. It was just really cool. Like I said, just a very fun day. Long. It was about 14 and a half hour long day. Today we just have a half day, followed by a teardown. I'll get there about 7:30. Starts up at 9. And then from there it ends at noon. But that's obviously, we gotta wait for everybody to leave, tear down like tents and pop-ups and get the sanctuary set up for tonight's service. because really we only have about less than 6 hours to get the church ready. Actually about 5, because usually we open the doors up about 5 o'clock for a 6 o'clock service. I'm going to go ahead and quick load off the sample one last time. Can't wait to get a full tub of this soap. Oh, dipped it in a little water. Apparently I got a little too much. Oh, and then, oh man, lunch. Whew. Oh, great lunch. Had it for dinner too. There was we had some food trucks come yesterday, and a couple of them wouldn't show up because they didn't want the competition. We're like, hey, it's your loss. We got 1,500 people when it's all said and done in one area for you. That was the latest count. It came up to 1,500, including volunteers. So pretty huge. But I've got all these people and you don't want to show up, that's your fault. You know, you're missing out. So they had a smoothie truck. They had a Vietnamese sandwich place. And then a place called the Gospel Rescue Mission. They brought out one of their trucks and did burgers and hot dogs for donations to help their rescue mission. They're a wonderful organization in town. We had the Vietnamese sandwiches. Whew, had a lemongrass chicken for lunch. Split that with Pastor Gabe because we were just so busy. And then at dinner I had a shrimp sandwich. Oh. Let's quick feel around. Once again, great shave. Cold water real quick. If you've never heard Daniel Fusco or Joel Rosenberg speak before, highly suggest going to check them out. I've never actually read any of Joel Rosenberg's books, but they've been recommended to me even before this. So that's something I'll be looking into. His newest one's called Third Target. He actually started writing this book before ISIS was really much of anything. He said his editor told him to make up a fictional organization because nobody knew who ISIS was. And he said, don't worry. He goes, unfortunately, in 5 years, everybody, he said less than 5 years. He obviously didn't realize it would jump off as quick as it did. He goes, people know a lot more about him. And lo and behold, there he was. Anyway, he served as Middle East consultant for presidents for Steve Forbes when he ran for elections. He said everybody that he worked for in elections has always lost as a consultant. It's like Forbes, a couple other people. Netanyahu, he was a consultant for him when he ran back in 2000 for his 2001 for his coming back into a party. The guy's been everywhere. It's pretty cool. So everybody, have a blessed day. I'm gonna go get fed some more, take care of some people. This has been really awesome. It's been really, boosted my passion for this, being around all these passionate people. So everyone, have an awesome day. God bless, and we'll catch you tomorrow.